What has been the most rewarding thing about the reception, especially from the queer community, to Arcane?
I feel like the most rewarding thing for me is that I made this for my 16-year-old self, and now I get to see 16-year-olds and young women feeling like they've been seen in kind of the things that they love the most. And I feel like it took me a really long time for me to see myself in something I love the most. And so knowing that they're getting to do that at such a young age has just been so exciting for me.
Okay, building off that, what is the first time, if ever, you felt represented in games?
I know this so implicitly. So I played The Last of Us Left Behind with a bunch of my lesbian friends. And we, the whole time, just kept leaning in more, and we're like, we're not just seeing this subtext because we're lesbians and we want to see it. And then finally they got to that kiss and we all screamed. The next day I sobbed in my car during my lunch break at work because I was like, oh, this is what it's like to feel seen in something I love so much. And I had never seen that before. And because it's impossible to see the absence of a thing, that was the first time I saw the presence of it. And it was really, really moving to me.
What's been really great for us for The Last of Us is we've heard so many stories from the community who played the original Last of Us and then The Last of Us Part 2 and really identified with Ellie and had them actually come to terms with what their identity was through playing our game. And that's not, we never expected that, but we can't think of a greater honor than to have people come tell us that this was such formative in their life and made them feel comfortable about who they were in the world.
What is the first time, if ever, you felt represented in games?
Oh, goodness. I would say Outer Worlds. Because when you play, there's a character who openly admits that they are asexual. And they say it plain as day. And that was when I saw that, I actually paused the game, took a step back and cried. Because I'd never heard that before. I'd never seen that before. And, when she was describing her dating, it felt very much like me. And also, but she made a point to say, I'm not broken. There's nothing wrong with me. I just need to find the right partner for me who will accept all of who I am. And honestly, I was so happy that was in there, and I hope we see that in Outer Worlds too.
She was the first character that I ever remember being asexual in a video game, and I openly wept when she had her first line of dialogue talking about how she felt being ace and learning to label it for herself, and then it was all over.
What has been the most exciting thing for you about the changes in the gaming landscape, especially in the last few years with the queer community and, like you said, more female representation in games and gamers?
I'm actually quite happy about this because it means that when I play a game, I actually can play with an avatar that looks more like myself than what other people deem should be the character.
What has been the most positive reaction from your fans about talking about queer games and gaming?
Representation, I think.
Representation and being outspoken.
Yeah, unapologetically queer.
Yeah.
That is what our fans and our viewers love to see, is seeing themselves represented on the games that we play and we love.
What do you think it is about the intersection between queerness and gaming that draws so many of us to it?
Well, I know, I guess I can't really speak for everyone, but I know that I was drawn to gaming because I felt so different and I didn't fit in school, and people, were very, heteronormative in my area in Texas that I grew up in. So video games were a way for me to just escape into another world, and it just helped me so much in my early years and even in my older years during the pandemic when we were just all locked away and sad and alone and depressed. It was so nice to have video games. It really was.
It's like a character creator. Even games that don't have a character creator, you can live your fantasy. You can be who you want. You can be who you are inside and not just what other people perceive you as.